Welcome to our video. Be sure to subscribe to our channel and share your thoughts in the comments below. Enjoy watching. Nelson Mandela's legacy as an icon of peace spans decades and encompasses a complex tapestry of political activism, personal sacrifice, and visionary leadership. To explore this in depth, I'll delve into Mandela's early life, his role in the anti-apartheid movement, his time in prison, his presidency, and his lasting impact on the world stage. Let's embark on a comprehensive exploration of Mandela's journey and his enduring significance as a symbol of peace. Nelson Mandela's upbringing in Mvezo, under the guidance of Chief Henry Mandela, laid the foundation for his later activism. His name, Rolihlahla, meaning troublemaker, hinted at his future defiance of injustice. This early environment nurtured Mandela's resilience and leadership qualities, shaping him into the iconic figure who would challenge apartheid and inspire millions worldwide. Nelson Mandela's formative years were steeped in the rich traditions of his Xhosa heritage, which instilled in him a deep sense of identity and belonging. His early education at a Methodist mission school introduced him to Western-style learning while allowing him to maintain a connection to his cultural roots. This dual upbringing equipped Mandela with a unique perspective, blending modern education with traditional values. As Mandela continued his education at institutions like Clarkbury Boarding Institute in Healdtown, he distinguished himself academically and immersed himself in extracurricular activities. His academic excellence demonstrated his intellectual prowess and commitment to learning, while his participation in sports and debate showcased his leadership skills and ability to articulate his thoughts persuasively. These experiences not only shaped Mandela's character, but also prepared him for the challenges that lay ahead. The combination of academic rigor, cultural heritage, and extracurricular engagement provided him with a well-rounded foundation upon which to build his future endeavors. Moreover, Mandela's exposure to diverse ideas and perspectives during his schooling fostered a spirit of open-mindedness and critical thinking. This would prove invaluable as he embarked on his journey as a political activist and leader, confronting entrenched systems of oppression and advocating for social change. In essence, Mandela's early years laid the groundwork for his remarkable trajectory, imbuing him with the values, skills, and resilience that would define his lifelong commitment to justice, equality, and peace. Nelson Mandela's time at the University College of Fort Hare marked a crucial turning point in his life, where his commitment to justice and equality was ignited. Despite the limited opportunities for Black South Africans, Fort Hare provided Mandela with a rare chance for higher education. However, his studies were abruptly halted when he took a stand against the university's policies, highlighting his early activism and willingness to challenge injustice. Following his expulsion, Mandela faced a crossroads in his life. Fleeing an arranged marriage and seeking a new path, he arrived in Johannesburg, a city teeming with opportunities and challenges. It was here that Mandela's journey into politics truly began, as he became increasingly aware of the pervasive discrimination and oppression faced by Black South Africans under the apartheid regime. Joining the African National Congress, ANC, was a pivotal moment for Mandela, aligning him with a movement dedicated to ending apartheid and fighting for the rights and dignity of all South Africans. As apartheid's grip tightened, Mandela's resolve only strengthened, propelling him into the forefront of the struggle for liberation. Mandela's rise within the ANC reflected his natural leadership abilities and unwavering commitment to the cause. His tireless advocacy for civil rights and equality resonated with people across South Africa, galvanizing support for the ANC's resistance efforts. Throughout this period, Mandela's experiences in Johannesburg shaped his political ideology and strategic approach. Working as a mine security officer and later as a law clerk, he witnessed firsthand the injustices perpetrated against Black workers and the systemic barriers to advancement. These experiences fueled his determination to dismantle apartheid and build a society based on equality and justice. In Johannesburg, Mandela found his calling as a champion for change, laying the groundwork for his future role as a transformative leader on the global stage. His journey from student activist to political luminary exemplifies the power of individuals to effect profound social change and serves as an enduring inspiration for generations to come. In 1952, Mandela and ANC leader Oliver Tambo established South Africa's first Black law firm, providing legal assistance to those affected by apartheid laws. Mandela's legal work brought him into direct conflict with the apartheid regime, and in 1956, he was charged with high treason, along with 155 other activists. The trial lasted 4 years before all defendants were acquitted. However, Mandela's activism and leadership continued to draw the attention of the authorities. In 1960, following the Sharpeville massacre, where police opened fire on unarmed protesters, killing 69 people, the ANC was banned, and Mandela went underground, advocating for armed resistance against apartheid. The year 1962 marked a pivotal moment in Nelson Mandela's life as he faced arrest and imprisonment for his activism against the apartheid regime in South Africa. Initially charged with leaving the country without permission and incitement to strike, Mandela received a 5-year sentence. However, this would only be the beginning of his long and arduous journey towards justice. While serving his initial sentence, Mandela's commitment to the anti-apartheid cause remained unwavering. Despite being confined within the walls of prison, he continued to advocate for equality and freedom for all South Africans. His time behind bars became a crucible for his resilience and determination. In 1964, during the infamous Rivonia trial, Mandela and his co-defendants were accused of sabotage and conspiracy to overthrow the apartheid government. Despite facing the possibility of the death penalty, Mandela refused to renounce his principles or compromise his beliefs. Instead, he used the trial as a platform to denounce the injustices of apartheid and to reaffirm his commitment to the struggle for freedom. The verdict was harsh. Mandela was sentenced to life imprisonment, marking the beginning of his 27-year-long incarceration. Robben Island, where Mandela was imprisoned, became a symbol of the brutality and injustice of apartheid. Yet even in the face of such adversity, Mandela's spirit remained unbroken. Robben Island was not just a place of confinement for Mandela, it was also a place of resistance and resilience. Despite the harsh conditions and solitary confinement, Mandela used his time in prison to study, reflect, and engage in political discussions with his fellow inmates. These discussions not only strengthened his resolve, but also fostered a sense of camaraderie and solidarity among those imprisoned for their beliefs. Mandela's leadership continued to inspire both inside and outside the prison walls. His unwavering commitment to justice and equality served as a beacon of hope for millions of South Africans who yearned for freedom. Mandela's imprisonment transformed him into a symbol of resistance and defiance against apartheid, elevating him to the status of an international icon. Throughout his years in prison, Mandela remained steadfast in his belief that justice would ultimately prevail. His resilience and courage in the face of adversity inspired a global movement in support of the anti-apartheid struggle. International pressure mounted on the South African government to release Mandela and negotiate an end to apartheid. Mandela's imprisonment only served to elevate his status as a symbol of resistance and defiance against apartheid. His image adorned posters and banners at protests around the world, and his name became synonymous with the struggle for justice and equality. Throughout the years, international pressure mounted on the South African government to release Mandela and negotiate an end to apartheid. In the late 1980s, as the apartheid regime faced increasing isolation and internal unrest, secret negotiations began between Mandela and the government. Finally, on February 11, 1990, after 27 years behind bars, Mandela walked out of Victor Verster prison a free man, greeted by throngs of supporters and media from around the world. His release marked the beginning of a new chapter in South Africa's history and set the stage for the end of apartheid. In the years that followed, Mandela played a pivotal role in the transition to democracy in South Africa. He led the ANC in negotiations with President F.W. de Klerk's government, culminating in the historic 1994 elections, in which South Africans of all races were allowed to vote for the first time. Mandela's election as South Africa's first black president was a momentous occasion not only for the country, but for the world. His inauguration on May 10, 1994, symbolized the triumph of hope over despair of reconciliation over division. As president, Mandela pursued a policy of reconciliation and nation-building, seeking to heal the wounds of apartheid and unite the country's diverse population. He established the Truth and Reconciliation Commission to investigate human rights abuses committed during the apartheid era and promote healing and forgiveness. Mandela's presidency was marked by significant achievements, including the adoption of a new constitution that enshrined the principles of democracy, equality, and human rights. He also oversaw the dismantling of the apartheid system and the implementation of policies aimed at redressing the inequalities of the past. Despite facing numerous challenges, including political unrest, economic instability, and the HIV/AIDS epidemic, Mandela remained a beacon of hope and inspiration for his people and the world. His leadership style, characterized by humility, compassion, and inclusivity, earned him respect and admiration from leaders and ordinary citizens alike. After serving one term as president, Mandela stepped down in 1999, choosing not to seek re-election. However, his influence continued to be felt both in South Africa and globally. He dedicated his post-presidential years to promoting peace, human rights, and social justice through the Nelson Mandela Foundation and various charitable organizations. Nelson Mandela's relentless pursuit of peace and reconciliation garnered widespread recognition and accolades from across the globe. His crowning achievement came in 1993, when he was awarded the Nobel Peace Prize for his exceptional contributions to ending apartheid and fostering reconciliation in South Africa. This prestigious honor solidified Mandela's status as a global statesman and symbol of hope for oppressed people everywhere. In addition to the Nobel Peace Prize, Mandela was bestowed with numerous other awards and honors reflecting the profound impact of his leadership and activism. He was named an honorary citizen of several countries, a testament to his universal appeal and the admiration he commanded worldwide. These honorary citizenships served as symbols of gratitude and appreciation for Mandela's unwavering commitment to peace, justice, and human rights. Furthermore, Mandela received countless accolades from institutions and organizations spanning various fields, including politics, academia, and humanitarianism. These accolades recognized his extraordinary contributions to the advancement of democracy, equality, and social justice. They also served as tributes to Mandela's indomitable spirit, resilience, and moral integrity in the face of adversity. Mandela's legacy continues to inspire generations of activists, leaders, and ordinary citizens to work towards a more just, equitable, and peaceful world. His tireless efforts to promote reconciliation and bridge divides serve as a timeless example of the transformative power of forgiveness, compassion, and dialogue in resolving conflicts and building inclusive societies. Mandela's death on December 5, 2013, at the age of 95, sparked an outpouring of grief and tributes from across the globe. His legacy as an icon of peace and reconciliation continues to inspire future generations to strive for a world free from oppression, injustice, and inequality. In conclusion, Nelson Mandela's life journey is a testament to the power of forgiveness, reconciliation, and the indomitable human spirit. From his humble beginnings in rural South Africa to his ascent as a global statesman, Mandela's legacy serves as a reminder that even in the darkest of times, hope can prevail and peace is always possible. Thank you for watching our video. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and share your thoughts in the comments.